Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the Wrestling Godfatherz podcast. I am your host, Don Mystic, aka the Nacho Man Randy Cabbage, aka the Overweight Cruiserweight, and I'm here with Don Goatee, who loves changing his name, aka Mr. Money in the Bank, aka the Million Peso Man, which is still 54,000 in the US dollar bills, and aka are you scared? Are you scared now? AKA the the Bay Area man whore.
I'm not scared, but I'm like, it happens.
It's accurate. You
It
know
is.
it's accurate.
If you're man hoeing around the Bay Area, there you go. Hey, I
I
saw
thought you were
Deuce
gonna.
Bigelow 1 and 2.
Yeah, there ain't nothing Bigelow about you. Anyways, all
Bam,
right. So
bam.
you ready to get started?
Yeah, Bam Bam's involved in one of my favorite matches ever. So
Which one?
it's Bam Bam versus RVD, but specifically the one where Bam Bam's in the audience and RVD jumps up onto the ropes. He's on the top rope, but he's not exactly on the corner. He's sort of like where it levels out, and he just does a somersault from the top rope into the crowd, hitting Bam Bam. I do believe he wins the TV title, so I want to say it's from a God, it's on the network or on Peacock if you haven't seen it. But in the old days, I used to watch ECW on Sunshine Network because I had DirecTV. But you'd have to stay up till like midnight or 1 a.m. when it would air here Pacific time. So it's like 4 in the morning in like Florida, and I'd watch them on Sunshine Network. And I remember I saw that match, and Sabu runs out and helps him win and takes the TV title, and like the franchise and the triple threat were all like, oh my God, someone beat Bam Bam. It was fucking sick though.
Oh man.
That match was
All
dope.
right. So before we get started, there's a slight announcement. We just surpassed 300 subscribers on our YouTube.
We did?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you. 300 people. And guess what? Not one of them's Don Goatee. So Don Goatee needs to get in on this action.
One of them is me. But what
So
but we have more than 300 even, so it's still more than 300. We have
That's
I
sick.
think 311 right now.
That's cool.
I believe most of
Thank you
them
for
are
subscribing, everybody.
yeah.
First of all, thank you. We don't know who you are. I'm sure you're just a bunch of trolls who want to shit talk us, and that's okay because my reading
We'll do
skills
it.
ain't good.
No, I think they're mostly off of our shorts, so they're
That's
just
good.
watching they're
Yeah.
just watching people beat the crap out of each other, which is exactly what you should do when you want to watch some wrestling content. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
get
Don't watch anything long form, which we're about to do right now. Watch everything short.
hey, no, watch long form stuff too, especially the Wrestling Godfather podcast. And hey, if you are watching and you like what you see, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you're on audio, I guess I keep forgetting what it is, man. Rate and review, I believe. Anyways,
Yeah. And if you're on OnlyFans, subscribe, yo. Get
subscribe and get those nice feet pics. Yeah.
this guy and his feet pics.
You
We'll
know,
show a little
yeah.
ankle. We'll show a
You're the
little
one who
ankle.
started it, man. You're the one who started it. It's a certain Don Goatee's feet. and for the ladies, he does not clip his toenails. For the ladies.
That is disgusting.
Nasty. He's got some lovely foot jam in there.
Oh, that is gross.
Anyways, let's get started.
Let's get started.
We got some news. The draft will be not this Friday, SmackDown, but I believe the next Friday.
2.
Yeah, I believe it might be the SmackDown. Is the SmackDown before Backlash, or the SmackDown, or 2 SmackDowns before Backlash?
No, it's
We're not good at math, people.
no, we're
or calendars.
Yeah,
Calendars are math-ish.
I want to say
I want to say 2, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I think Backlash is what, on the 6th, right?
Yeah.
Of May. And yeah,
That
I think we have at least 1 week before
all right.
in between it. I
Yeah,
think it's
I'm
probably
looking this up.
the
I'm gonna look this up. This is our crack back staff getting at it. Backlash.
yeah, our crack bass app called Surrey. And you may be thinking, isn't it Siri? No, ours is a bootleg ass motherfucking iPhone called Surrey. It comes from Russia.
All right, I typed in backlash when. Tell me when.
That won't tell you when the draft is.
No, but if I know when backlash is, I can backtrack it to the draft.
Isn't this entertaining, people?
Yeah, who cares? All right, the draft's coming in 2 weeks, and
And
I want to say though that would be the go home SmackDown for Puerto Rico. It might even start in Puerto Rico. This could be an island draft. Yeah.
No, it's not going to be in the draft. They've already announced that it's going to be on the SmackDown.
Yeah, in
couple
2 weeks, but the pay-per-view is in 2 weeks. See what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I was trying to look up the dates. I don't know, but you didn't,
But it's
ladies
not
and
on.
gentlemen.
It's not going to be on Backlash. It's going to be on. It's on the
SmackDown the
then
day
it's going to be
before
on
it.
No. I don't think it's the day before it. I think it's like it's on the SmackDown a week before it.
Okay, and then it
I think it
continues
is
on Raw.
and it continues on Raw, but it's not going to continue on to Backlash after that.
Oh, there will be backlash to this draft.
Oh, definitely, there will be. So
all those Elias fans on SmackDown are gonna be pissed. Raw needs a job.
So no one then. So no one.
Raw needs a job.
They don't use him for shit, dude.
Nope.
Like, he doesn't get used for shit. He gets used to put over everybody.
The best thing he did was shave and then be a different man and then come back as the original man.
I mean, because here's the thing, he's actually a really good wrestler.
Yeah,
so,
he's cool.
I mean, I want him to do well, but they just don't use him for shit.
Yeah, but I think we'll have to talk about that when we get there, right? Or do you want to talk about it right now?
Let's wait a little while, because I do want to talk about Bill Goldberg.
Oh, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called foreplay. We tease the main event, and then we ease into the smooth, balding Goldberg.
I told you he was a Bay Area man whore. Anyways, he knows about this kind of stuff. But yeah, Bill Goldberg had a little bit of a like cry session.
Was it a cry session, or is it just he just wants to wrestle again?
He wants he thinks he's owed a retirement match in WWE.
Yeah, but he sort of did, like, properly, like historically, your last match you're supposed to put someone over, right? So he put Roman Reigns over. I mean, that's not a
because I think he wanted his thing. But he wanted like some big grandiose moment.
Oh, he wanted it build. He wanted the billing.
Yeah, he probably wanted the main event. And I'm just like, dude, you ended one of my favorite wrestlers' careers. I hate you. I hope you get nothing you want. I hope somebody kicks you in the head the way you kicked him in the head. You don't deserve a fucking retirement match. You were a shit wrestler who fucking hurt people. You are the Ryback of the Attitude Era, you motherfucker.
That's low. I don't know if he was the Ryback of the Attitude Era, but he was a bull in a china shop. And unfortunately,
Brett's head was
right in the brains. Oh, Jesus Christ,
dude!
We're
making light of this, but he ended a career. It's not as funny. We're laughing at it, but we're stupid. So
we're not. Look, I'm not laughing at the fact that he booted Brett in the head. That's not what we're laughing at. We're laughing at the kind of the like. I guess the like just the oddity of like you have professional wrestling, which is not shoot fighting, but he threw a shoot fighting kick and just kicked the daylights out of Brett, and then that compounded into other injuries, which then ultimately ended Brett's career. And Brett lets
Which
you
is
know
why
about
you
it.
should never get a fucking retirement match, because God forbid he fucking do that to fucking Roman Reigns or an upcoming star, because
Jesus Christ.
he
Do
doesn't
not put
know
him in
how
the
to
ring with
wrestle.
Dom. Do not put him in the ring with Dom. He's gonna mule kick Dominic into next week. Jesus.
Dude,
He almost crippled
let him
Undertaker
mute kick
too.
me. You know how much money I'll take that motherfucker for? Because I'm not agreeing to a match. That's just assault if he does.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you'd be alive though.
I'll be alive. If
We'd
not,
sue
my
on your
dad will
behalf.
make bank. I mean, my dad,
Don
my sister, my
from Don
cousin,
Mystic Cemetery.
Don Goatee will be my beneficiary. And also the person who told him how to get to my house.
Like, here, go donkey kick this motherfucker right here. Oh shit. What I was gonna say about Goldberg is like
He's a piece
Goldberg.
of shit.
Well, he also almost crippled the Undertaker in their Saudi match. He botched the jackhammer and he just folded him like a piano. Jesus. Goldberg was. Here's the thing. Goldberg was so unique in WCW in terms of just broke in with the massive win streak, was undefeated for like ever and a day. He was beating people in 2 minutes.
Yeah, but he was billed that way.
No, I know, but he also isn't like a classically trained guy. He's
The word you're looking for is amateur.
Yeah,
And he was like that his entire career,
and
and it ended up
exactly.
ending someone's career.
Oh yeah, and that's why he's kind of like a bull in a china shop in that he everyone else is trying not to hurt people, and Bill's just trying to throw moves hard, and sometimes he will get hurt.
Like, I feel like if
Unfortunately,
Bill
that's
Goldberg was
not
in a
how
real fight, he'd be like doing his technical skill is like a kid doing like the windmill bullshit, trying to hit somebody. He has no technique whatsoever. He is a piece of shit.
Jesus.
Here's why I say he's a piece of shit, because he ended somebody's career, and what do you do afterwards? I'm not going to apologize. I've apologized too much. You ended somebody's career. You fucked with their money. You fucked with their family, the ability to eat. Fuck you, you pompous piece of shit. I hope that a fucking horse gets a huge erection and rapes your ass, because God damn it, I hate you. I hate you. Like, I know wrestling's fake, but my hatred for Goldberg is not. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to look at the camera. I mean this with every bit of my soul. Bill Goldberg is a worse wrestler than Gilberg. Gilberg is more technically sound than Goldberg is.
That could just
and
be,
Gilberg never hurt anybody.
Facts. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. But we all knew those were facts.
Yeah, like, but when it comes out of someone's mouth, it still hurts that poor Bill Goldberg who didn't get his retirement match. Fuck Bill Goldberg.
Hey, you're next.
Oh yeah, I would love to take. Go ahead and kick me in the head, you motherfucker. I would love to take your money. Don't think I won't.
He won't be alive, Goldberg. Go ahead.
I'll hit the lottery, motherfucker.
He ain't got no brain cells. Kick him all you like, Goldberg.
Oh, I don't got no brain cells. You ain't exactly a Mensa member over there either.
True. But I got more degrees than you. Sucker.
Yeah, 1.
2.
Oh, you got 2? Oh, yeah, you're masters now.
Oh, goddamn, get off my nuts. What?
Yes, boys and girls, this is how easy it is. Right here. This is how easy it is to get a master's degree. He's pointing. This is how easy it is to fuck up your life and not get married. No, but yeah.
Goddamn celestial hamsters, that motherfucker.
The celestial hamster
I'll never
was
forget that.
it was
I'll
a
go
good piece of
senile and
writing.
I'll
It was a
still
good piece.
remember
You
that wonderful.
cannot deny that the celestial hamster was
Oh
creative.
fuck! Those that don't know, it's one of those. If you know, you know. One day we'll
Well,
tell.
you're the
One day
only one
we'll
that
tell you.
knows. One day we'll
Well,
tell the.
that teacher might remember. They might be like, reflecting on my teaching career, one student wrote about a celestial hamster.
Don't tell the story. Don't tell the story. We got to save it for another
Say for
podcast.
that took some balls.
That'll be for when
Took
we get to. I'll tell
some
you what, guys. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will tell that. We will tell that. I will tell that story.
and I'll laugh. Everyone else will be like, "That's it."
Basically, yeah. Anyways, like moving along.
So no retirement match for Goldberg.
No retirement match for Goldberg because Goldberg is a piece of utter garbage. I hope he just gets. I hope Bret Hart comes out of retirement, beats him like the fucking piece of shit he is. I hope if they do put him in a retirement match, I hope they bill him to look like a fucking like piece of shit that gets beaten in 5 seconds because let's face facts, he was never actually strong. Chris Jericho kicked his ass.
That is true. I heard about that.
Yeah. I believe that I heard that one in like behind the ropes or inside the ropes.
Inside with Chris Van Vliet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I think that's where I heard the story, but I've been listening to a lot of like that kind of stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, I heard Jericho beat him in a fight too. I've heard.
Yeah, and I mean, Jericho ain't that big. Like compared to Goldberg.
Feisty. No, he's feisty.
No.
He's not big. He's just feisty.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't want to fucking get into a fight with him.
Who, with Jericho?
No.
Not back then. Today, sure, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's older now, but even now, we're older too.
Hey, that's true.
Time's linear, motherfucker.
He is stronger than me, so who knows? Who knows?
I mean, he's still wrestling. I mean,
yeah, if you call what he does wrestling.
Oh my god, dude!
Who's
gonna get his ass? Yeah, who's gonna get his ass kicked now?
I was just fucking with you, Chris. Stop acting.
We love you. Feel free to come on the podcast anytime you want. Bill Goldberg, fuck you. You can't come on the podcast.
my favorite Chris Jericho.
This entire podcast is gonna be me shitting on Bill Goldberg, and he deserves it. He fucking deserves it. He ended Bret Hart's career. I hate him. I hate him with a passion. I hope his kids disown
him. Jesus. Anyway, as I was saying, one of my favorite Chris Jericho things ever. You find it on social media all the time. It was someone he's in a tag match and he's outside the ring. I forget who he's wrestling. And someone from the audience yells at him and goes, "Go back to Toronto." And he just yells back, "I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot." I was like, "That's right. You tell him you're from Winnipeg."
Dude.
Shout out to Canada.
You know that US like fan thought he had him. Like one thing I love about Chris Jericho is he's really good coming up with shit on the fly.
Yeah.
Like he like when he needs to talk back to people, like half the time I'm like, I know that was probably written, but it feels like he could have come up with it. Just
Chris Jericho's creative. That's for sure.
Unlike Bill Goldberg.
Like Billiam Gold.
Yeah. Like
but now I'm curious. Dude, would you say this to his face?
Fuck no.
That was the truth, and that's why that's excellent.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I would never lie to you. I would not say this to his face, but the second he turned his back, I'd be like, oh, motherfucker. But yeah, so Bill Goldberg, I hate you. Obviously, Don Goatee does not really give a shit, but I hate you, and I wish the worst for you. I wish the worst.
But if you were willing to come on the podcast again.
No, if he asked to come on the podcast, I'd just be all like, yeah, just get because you don't even have access to the fucking email, so I'll just be all like, delete, delete.
Delete. Yeah, he says that's a hard no for us, pal.
I don't care if it would like soar us to like the top of YouTube. I'd
You
rather
mean like
die in
where
obscurity than.
Logan Paul is?
Oh my god, that's another piece of shit. Oh my god.
That's what he said, not me.
Why is
Don
it that you
Goatee.
love all the pieces of shit in like the wrestling industry? You love Logan Paul. You
So,
apparently have a hard on for Goldberg because
no,
you're
I
not.
don't. No, I'm just playing devil's advocate for the
And
audience here.
then the biggest asshole, at least the biggest asshole when he in his like earlier days, Shawn Michaels, and
Yes. Oh, he's my favorite. I love
yeah.
asshole Sean.
But now that he's like a better dude, I'm cool. I'm better with him. Plus, he's very good at like running NXT.
And he's like the best in the ring.
And now that we're on NXT, nice little segue there.
Oh, perfect! You did that perfectly. You did that as smooth as Braun Breaker's goatee.
Oh, that does not bode well for my how smooth it was, but whatever. Anyways,
no, he's got a smooth goatee.
Touch it up, Braun. Touch it up. Oh, I feel bad for Braun.
No, I wouldn't say shit to Braun Breaker's face.
Fuck no.
He looks like he's ready to murder.
I wouldn't say shit to any wrestler, including the. It doesn't matter if it's the women's division or the men's division.
Yeah,
the women would beat me up too. I'd enjoy it while they were doing it, but they would beat the shit out of me.
Can you imagine like Lillian Garcia from the Attitude Era just slapping the dog shit out of you? Like, damn. Actually, I kind of think that'd be kind of fun. A little masochistic, but
yeah. Well, anyways, the point is, like I said, since we brought up NXT, there's a little bit of a rumor that Tyler Bates might be moving up from NXT.
Ooh.
Possibly in the draft, but like
this draft. Ooh, I'm getting excited. You talking about a draft.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer because that's all I'm gonna bring up about that for right now. But apparently he had a banger of a match. We both saw it. A banger of a match against Dolph Ziggler. What did I just say?
Oh, buddy, we just got canceled.
Oh man!
Ladies and gentlemen, please send your mail to Don Mystic.
No, I just messed it up. I didn't mess it up that bad. All right. Play it back, people. There was no there was no letter after the
just stop.
No. We're just gonna move on.
Oh god! Next thing you know, we're gonna be invited as special guests of what's his name? I was about to say Chris Tucker, but Tucker Carlson. He's gonna be like, he'll be like local legends. Use my favorite word on podcast.
Yeah,
no,
but
we didn't say it. We didn't say it. So
Tyler Bates. Yeah,
and like Dolph Ziggler.
Good lord. And this is why you watch the podcast, for the professionalism. Anyways, so they had a really great match, and I think he's ready for the main roster. I just hope they don't give him some stupid ass gimmick.
But that's the thing. Think about it. What push? Like, you bring someone up, if you're gonna give them a push, then that means someone who already on the main roster is not gonna get any shine, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
because you can't push everybody at once.
Yes, you can.
No. Oh,
called the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's about it, right? I mean, everyone could have a moment of genius in the Rumble, and then
a moment of genius in the Rumble, and you like set up a storyline for like half of them,
and the other half
take a well-deserved break.
Hey, Madcap Moss, you hear that? It's break time, buddy.
That's all Madcap Moss has. Like, I haven't.
Because his trunks suck. I'm sorry. Someone has to say it. I go back to wearing the dress shorts and the suspenders because the new trunks, no bueno. Anyway.
Why are we shitting on everybody? The only
Because you
person who deserves
started
to
it.
be shitted on is fucking Bill Goldberg.
No, but I do like Madcap. He did win the Andre the Giant Memorial
Yeah.
Battle Royale. So, like, I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler. I just changed the attire. That's all. That's all.
Yeah. Uh, I agree. I did hear
Especially
like
when he had sweet suspenders.
I read an article that said Rhea Ripley, like if Judgment Day had never formed, she would have tried to like pitch joining the Bloodline.
Yeah, I could believe it. You could put Rhea in any situation. She is one of the maybe top handful of wrestlers going today that
Yeah.
I can believe Rhea in almost any situation. Hell, I want to see her in solo fight. And
Dude,
someone
like
put on Twitter, and there was a really smart comment. Someone put on Twitter, and I don't know who. That's why I can't source them. But their tweet was like, "If this were the Attitude Era, they'd go." You know what I mean? It would be a match,
yeah.
right?
I
But
mean, if I remember correctly, China and Jericho had some matches back in the day.
they did, and China beat Jeff Jarrett. She also, I think, she wrestled Eddie Guerrero, or
Mm.
that's how they became in kayfabe dating. I don't know, something. But yeah,
Yeah, it was
Chinese
weird.
wrestle dudes.
Yeah, and like Jericho actually had a story about that. Like he said that like
Oh, they forgot the spot though, because it was a triple threat, right? I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know.
no, he was talking about how he was like doing some work with her, and it was kind of like a double-edged sword for him because if he came out on bottom,
Yeah.
he looks like a he looks like a piece of shit wrestler. And
Jesus.
if he comes out on top, he looks like a woman beater. But like, but he didn't say that. But I mean, I don't know why he would have like agreed to that. But like he was talking about her because he said that she worked stiff. She would like a lot of her blows were not kayfabe.
Jesus, straight up punching people.
Yeah, and
Ow.
like so she was like hitting him. I'm like at one point like a lot of their like fights turned into like almost like brawls because
Almost like
she
shoot
was
fights.
actually hitting him. But like and one of them came out where like she had a black eye and and like he said that like you would think I like I had like hit her like shot her dog or something like the way she like reacted, I guess. But it was nuts. I mean,
John Victor
yeah,
shot the dog.
yeah.
Don't shoot the dog.
Don't shoot the dog. You don't want John Wick on your ass.
No, you don't. Now there's a.
Although, spoiler alert, he ain't alive no more. So,
Oh,
and
the dog. Yeah, John Wick's
have you
alive.
seen have you seen 4? Have you seen the newest one?
Oh, we're talking. No, first of all, no. But we're talking about. Are we talking about
Oops.
Keanu? No, well, it's all good. Are we talking about Keanu Reeves, or are we talking about John Wick, the
John Wick,
character?
the
Oh, the character.
character. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking
I,
Keanu Reeves. But
dude
no,
is
I haven't seen 4 yet. But I'll get around to it. Well,
yeah.
he finally catches a bullet.
Well, no, like he ends the guy, but he takes a like a fatal wound at the end,
Nah,
and then he like they had been building up to it. You knew one of two things was going to happen: either he was going to die, or you were going to think he get died, and then like the last cut, like after screen shit,
like the
after
Dark
like
Knight Rises, where you see Batman explode, and then you see
it,
him dining
yeah,
in
like
France
what
over a little breakfast.
yeah, like and after like credit scene, like maybe he comes up, but he never did. So he's dead.
He did.
Sorry, people. Spoiler
Spoiler
alert.
alert! If you have yet to
After the
see John
spoiler,
Wick 4, your ass gonna know he gonna die.
yeah, he dies. But I don't know why we even got on that.
No, you know you were doing the setup.
I thought I was.
Yeah,
I
if you're talking
forgot
about,
what it
I
was.
guess you said China was punching a dog on Chris Jericho's podcast.
No, 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 no. Like, what's it? No, when they were fighting back in the day, like he gave her a black eye, and like people were going off on him, and he's like, but she was hitting me for real. What was I supposed to do?
He was beating my ass. What was that?
It
Oh,
was
God.
self-defense, sir.
Like when he tells a funny one, since we're on Chris Jericho, he tells a funny story about how Shane McMahon was stiffing the fuck out of him and he got pissed and he missile drop kicked him, but he just booted the living fuck out of him. And then he told him to calm down.
Dude, that's a dude. That's the dude who is known for working stiff. He is the Bill
Oh,
Goldberg
oh,
of
Shane. Shane. No.
yeah, he's the Bill Goldberg of people who should never be in the ring. But
Shane
actually,
is.
let me rephrase that. Bill Goldberg is the Bill Goldberg of people who should never be in the ring. But yeah, Shane don't know how to fight either, or
No, it's the
kayfabe
funny part.
fight.
The funny part about Shane is Shane can bump, so props there. But when
Dude.
Shane strikes, he either completely misses you by like a mile to where it's so bad. You're like, oh fuck, Shane, you really botched that. Or he's trying to left hook you into the teeth. He's like, I'm like, you're either throwing a real left hook or you're so short that you're like your punches it looks dumb as hell.
Yeah,
So.
and as much as I like Shane as a character, I think we can all agree that he needs to never be in charge of anything. Because if there's one person I am absolutely sure has at least some CTE in the WWE, it's that motherfucker. Because he has zero training and he's been thrown off so many cages. Or dumped himself. I mean, that alone.
Oh God, Kurt Angle when he tried to put him through the glass and was just breaking his neck. I was
Yeah,
like, good
Shane
fucking
McMahon is the mankind of people who don't know what the fuck they're doing.
He pulled out the leapfrog at Mania and his straight up calf said, "I'm going down."
And I mean, at
Or
this
not
point, it's
calf,
just
it was
gotten
his
sad
quad.
when you run
Quad.
into the ring and almost immediately tear a fucking quad. Time to put away the boots, man. Time to let
to
the
hang
here
up the
comes.
Jordans.
It's time to just take the money and go.
Yeah,
Here comes the money. Now get the fuck out.
And
All
there
right.
we go.
But yeah. So
Is it draft time?
He did some crazy shit back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Which is probably why he tore a quad just by getting in the ring. Although Vince did that to 2 of his quads, but I mean, even back then he was like a million. So
Shane always tried to impress Daddy. Daddy always doing it better. You tear one quad, I'm gonna tear 2.
Speaking of CTE, there's another guy who might have a little bit.
Who?
He's taking like Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah. Well,
I
you
mean,
know what?
just looking at the way he takes a fucking stunner, you think, okay, there might be some mental illness.
Jesus Christ!
As you know, this is a politically correct podcast. If you want politically correct podcast, WrestleMania, maybe.
I don't even know. No, I don't think they're. I don't know if they're politically correct. They're just like decent people. I think that's what it is.
If you ever, I feel like if you come into a podcast and see a man in a mask and expect good people, it's partly on you.
It's partly, yeah. No, you're right. It's partly on you. What do you think? His name ain't Dom Mystic because he didn't do anything mystical.
No, my name's Don Mystic because I want to hide my fucking actual name because I'm going to say some horrible fucking shit. Same reason I'm wearing a mask, motherfucker. This idiot took his off. He's going to ruin his life because I'm going to say some horrible shit.
Jesus Christ.
One of these days, somebody who knows you is going to see one of these and be like, who the fuck is that in the mask? And you're gonna be like, my friend with CTE.
I'll be like, I don't know him. Who are you?
He didn't even take any bumps back in the KEW days, but somehow he still got CTE. For those not in the know,
no, don't say nothing. It's if you that one's strictly if you know, you know. If you don't, it ain't about you. There you go. That's
all right.
That's my golden baby, and I protect her at all costs.
I might let it slip later.
You might. I'm like the
Depends on how many shots of that.
I'm like the samurai. Before I can even say anything, I'm just gonna just.
Oh man, it would be a lot like quieter.
Oh boy, would it. Is it draft time? Is it time to talk about the draft? Goddamn.
All right, let's talk about the
Yeah.
draft. So I want to do a few predictions for the draft because let's face it, everyone else is.
Yeah. Except ours are a little more on the cuts. You're not gonna be hearing some fresh names like Becky Lynch or Brock Lesnar, but you're gonna be
Well, maybe
hearing
one
them
or two, maybe one or
maybe.
two.
But
But
here, Dom Mystic, please tell us the names.
okay, so we're gonna do five of them. Number five is Roxanne Perez.
Yeah,
We,
that
we we
draft could
said
do
it
her
with
well.
Taylor Bates. I think that maybe one or two next. I keep saying next NXT
NXT.
NXT members might be moving on up, and I really like Perez. I think she's ready, even though she's on the younger side. I think she is ready. She is a great wrestler, and I just like to see her move up. So this is purely like I want it to happen.
Yeah, hey, that'd be cool. I wouldn't mind seeing her up on the main roster somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm also I just think you need more of a woman's presence in the main roster period because although the like actual championship title scene is very solid right now, the tag team is just not. And
Oh
you're
yeah,
get and the only way you're gonna make it like a solid tag team division is if you get a decent amount more tag teams in there. And I'm
right.
not saying that she's gonna immediately go into a tag team. I'm just saying that
That's
to get more tag teams, you
yeah,
need
yeah,
more
yeah.
wrestlers, you need more divas. So
Need more teams.
yeah. So yeah, that was the first one. I came up with that one. You came up with number four, which is Elias.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He needs a change of scenery. Uh,
Eh,
and I'm not talking about just shaving. I'm talking about he needs a full new show. Maybe he can get his storyline in or a small storyline on Raw because it's 3 hours where SmackDown's only two. So there's a whole extra hour to do things. But yeah, he just he was Elias was his brother or Tobias or whatever his name was, and then it's just I don't know. Uh, he's his push is relatively non-existent.
yeah, and
So instead of just being a glorified jobber, which is fine, you can lose matches, but uh, maybe a change of scenery will allow him to get a storyline and get going. Because I think they need to see whether what he brings to the table. Like sometimes you see wrestlers for long enough, and you're like, well, are you going to make that jump to the next level, or are you just going to wither away? Like I don't know. I'm worried that there's not much left for him in WWE. But that being said, he also hasn't put himself in a spot where he forces management to push him, kind of like Cody. Like even if they didn't want to push Cody or Sami Zayn, the audience is going to do that work for them. But for
yeah,
Elias, he needs help because the audience is surely going to do it.
yeah, and I'll say this: as a wrestler, he's got definite talent. He's got he's pretty good on the mic, and I want to see him because I feel like he has all the potential in the world. I want to see him like realize that, but
Yeah,
he's been given nothing. He's basically just putting over everybody.
yeah, he's jobbing right now. He's jobbing.
Yeah. So
Next,
yeah, next one, number three is also yours,
ooh.
Madcap Moss.
Yeah, just like earlier, Madcap Moss would do probably help him to change scenes and get drafted to Raw, where they have a whole extra hour where he could get finally a storyline in. But I mean, Madcap Moss. He came in, had a lot of energy. He gets wins the Andre the Giant Invitational Battle Royal, right? So he's getting a little bit of a push. But really, Madcap, last thing he did was the Baron Corbin shit. But after that, it's sort of, I don't know. This whole year almost seems like whenever you see Madcap, he's being beaten in less than a minute, and his trunks have somehow gotten worse. So I don't know.
Yeah. and he, like you said, his trunks have gotten worse. So if we were talking about this before the podcast started, like his trunks kind of got awful, and
Yeah,
like
not the
if you
best.
do give him a change of scenery, just give him change
Give
of
him a change of
wardrobe.
uniform.
True,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but
Time to see what
number
Mad Cop has. Mad
yeah.
Cop, Madcap.
So number two is mine, and I went with Charlotte Flair.
Oh, that's a big
and
name.
and the main reason is like you got Bianca over in Raw, you got Lynch over in Raw, you got Rhea who's going to be like the SmackDown champion for a
Yeah, and
while.
they've already feuded. Her
Yeah,
and Rhea.
they've already had that feud. Rhea almost crippled Charlotte a couple of times,
I know
and
some of
then
those Germans.
yeah, like
Suplex.
I don't know if I want to see that again, but like I wouldn't mind seeing Charlotte go over and like feud with Lynch, go over and like who wouldn't want to see a triple threat Bianca Belair, Lynch,
Charlotte
and
Flair.
Charlotte Flair?
That'd be cool.
Because I mean I don't think that like Lynch is gonna hold the tag team titles with Lita for much longer. I think that's just a
No.
gimmicky thing that they're doing right now.
Yeah, and they don't even have the titles anymore.
Oh, they don't.
No, they lost. Remember
Oh
that
shit!
setup heel, the
This is
heel
how
turn of Trish Stratus.
bad the women's tag team division is. I don't watch them.
That's you. That's
like
how bad you.
like it comes on and I instantly pass out asleep. I mean, it's just not that good. There's
Well,
not
Liv
enough
Morgan
people.
and Raquel Rodriguez are your new women's champions, so
All right.
they're in the
Well.
tag team division.
All right. Well. Anyways, and before we get on to number one, why the fuck did Trish Stratus like turn like heel? What point was that?
Oh no, heel Trish is the best. Her promo was excellent. She said, "I'm not just your
I'm not
fantasy."
saying she's not a good heel. I'm saying it really didn't make sense though.
Well, they're about to make it make sense. Give it
Yeah.
time.
No.
Give it time because I've
I don't
noticed
know.
something, and I think our audience has too. When Vince is backstage at Gorilla running the show, you get a different show and non-congruent storylines and a whole lot of other things. But when Vince doesn't show up to the show, Triple H knows what he's doing.
I think Vince might have been on the cell phone when that Trish turning heel
Turn
thing
Trish.
happened. All right, and number one, I don't think it's going to be a big surprise to anyone who's watched this before or
No.
listened to our Twitter. We think the Street Profits are going to be split up at
Yeah,
during
they
the
even
draft.
teased that on Raw, I believe. That was a tease.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's going to be Angelo Dawkins, and really
Oh,
the
sent to
only
SmackDown.
the only reason I think this is Montez Ford's wife is who,
Bianca Belair.
and where is Bianca Belair?
Raw.
So I'm just thinking they're not going to split
Yeah,
them up.
yeah. No, I
Like
feel you. I
not
get
in
you.
a kayfabe way because they don't really have that much contact in the actual ring. I just think it's going to be like, oh, they'll be at the same taping. They'll be able to see each other a lot more. I don't think that they're going to be they're going to split them up. That would just be a dick thing to do for
Yeah,
no fucking reason.
for no reason. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
feel you. I feel you.
Although if Vince McMahon has has a hand in it, then it probably will be Montez Ford that goes over. But
Yeah,
I'm
he
going
goes
with
to NXT.
Angelo Dawkins because I hope that Paul Levesque has his hands on the wheel because God forbid if the other asshole
Vince.
Vince McMahon, the Bill Goldberg of booking.
Vince is the Goldberg of booking. That's funny. That was a good one.
From now on, anytime someone's shitty at something, I'm just going to call him the Bill Goldberg of
The Bill Goldberg of that. Okay.
But seriously,
That's
though,
wild.
fuck you, Bill Goldberg.
Oh my God, he's still on it, ladies and gentlemen. He cannot let it go.
I will die. The last words on my tombstone will be "fuck Bill Goldberg." Bill Goldberg will probably die before me because I'm pretty sure he's old.
You're hoping. You're hoping.
I'm hoping, yeah. I'm hoping. I
But
hope
it
I
might not
outlive you,
be.
you motherfucker. I'll dance on your grave, motherfucker.
I'm sure you will. I'm gonna put a spike there just so you impale your damn foot.
What? See, I knew you were simping for Goldberg. I knew you were. I knew you were.
I'm a simp, simping for Goldberg, along with my buddy.
Would you get that for Easter?
No, my kids did, but the more I look at it and the fact that it's really reinforced, like the binding is super reinforced and it's kind of coarse and it doesn't stand up, I think the Easter Bunny accidentally got my kiddos a dog toy. But I think that's good. That goddamn bunny is
Can you do
tricky
me a favor?
fellow.
Can you squeeze it really quick and make sure it doesn't make a squeaking sound?
That
No.
it
Okay.
does.
Darn. That would have been so funny.
That'd have been hilarious. Yeah, objectively funny. Agreed.
All right. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this might be the last little bit of news. WWE is pushing for USA. Specifically, I think specifically USA because it's for like Raw's the last hour. They want to start bringing back blood.
Ooh, that'd be so sick.
And I don't know about you because apparently they're selling it as the last hour of Raw when it's now that's 3 hours is technically more like basic cable because it's like past when everybody the kiddies are
Yeah,
on.
when all the laws kind of
Yeah.
deactivate so they can still show pornos.
I don't know about that. Well,
Think about
I
it.
actually wouldn't mind a little nip slip by Trish, but
Oh, I will.
hey,
We're
she's
politically correct
proven
on this.
herself to be a bad girl. So I mean, nothing wrong with a little nip slip from a bad girl.
No.
Anyways,
I can see Dom Mystic pausing the TV every 10 seconds and analyzing every frame. Did they fall out here?
I'd accept like a pointy, coming through the suit a little.
Just a little bit.
Anyways, but the point is, like, they want to bring red blood, and I'm all for it. Get some blades in there, maybe or Bill Goldberg who will just split you open like you in the face.
Let him mule kick you. You want to get opened up? Let him mule kick you.
But yeah, seriously though, like I mean, some of the biggest like memories I have as a kid involve blood and wrestling. I mean, what's the most iconic blood wrestling that you can think of just off the hat, like as fast as possible?
Probably Brett v. Stone Cold.
Yeah,
Stone Cold
where he that's exactly what I was thinking. And would that be as iconic if he wasn't like sitting there in a puddle of his own blood? No. It wouldn't. He like
right,
that in a lot of ways. Although I'll give you this: the promo he did with the shoot he did on Jake the Snake right after their match helped, but that moment made Austin. That's one of those moments that like where
it like solidified.
it was a double turn, and it was just perfectly laid out, and it made him into what he was.
Oh yeah,
a lot like how Cody, when he like took off that like shirt, and you saw that big ass bruise,
when he stopped being Stardust.
He's ain't nobody like making fun of Stardust when they saw that shit, and they laid into it too.
That was good.
Yeah, and oh man, like there's just some moments and like that, but and a lot of them do involve blood in the past.
That's true.
I want to see it again.
Yeah, let's get blood back. I agree with you there, buddy.
And I'm kind of wondering why they. Well, I guess because it's on Peacock now, but like,
Peacock.
Like I wonder why they don't do it on pay-per-view. Well, live stream event, whatever.
Oh, I think they're just doing that with the big events
now.
With the really big events.
I mean, some people will say, "Oh, but Finn Balor got busted open," but that was not on purpose.
No, that was by accident. But that was a hell of a throw by Edge, and they still finished the match. So good on them.
Yeah, Finn ain't nobody to fuck with, man.
Nope.
Like Finn, like I like him. Like he's one. Like you know me. I kind of like fangirl over the fucking the faces a lot, but when you get a really good heel, like somebody who's really good at it,
Yeah.
I like it. And I don't mean like a really good heel as in like Austin Theory, because he's a really good heel because not because he's good at it, but because he's just that unlikable
Well, there you go. He's not
in real
that
life.
unlikable.
He is the Bill Goldberg of being likable.
Oh, these jokes just write themselves, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
man, that's gonna be like the new fucking the new theme
Of our
of
show.
our podcast. Yeah, I'm just gonna start saying the Bill Goldberg
Berg,
of whenever you're shit at something.
you're the Bill Goldberg of it.
This podcast is the Bill Goldberg podcast about
That's
wrestling.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
No, I'm just kidding. This you want to watch this? Keep watching.
Yes. Keep.
And if you are still watching and you like what you're seeing, remember, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, or if you're on audio, rate and review. Anyway,
Exactly.
I gotta keep reminding people, or else I'll forget.
Yeah.
I know how it is. I'm old. I forget all the time. Anyways, oh man. So I think that's about it. You got
I
anything
think
you
we're
want to?
good. Hey, no. I just want to say this. Right now I'm loving the storyline that they're weaving of a possible confrontation between the Judgment Day and Roman Reigns and his bloodline. So bloodline versus Judgment Day, that'd be so cool
That'll be
if
good.
that comes to
And
fruition.
finally, the bloodline won't have like the whole, like the whole you know,
Yeah,
numbers game to work with, because the other team has numbers too.
numbers, right?
So, but I'm also excited about Backlash and
I
the
am
two
too.
matches that have been scheduled. I'm
Yeah,
excited
and
about.
Bad Bunny's gonna be in one of them. We just don't know what yet.
Yeah. Well, no, we know, right? I mean, it's basically
It's just a mixed tag, right?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but Bad Bunny's good. I like
No,
Bad Bunny.
I'm
He's
just saying.
better
I
than
don't.
Logan
Wait,
Paul.
we don't. I don't think we know the full official card yet. We just know a few pieces of
Logan Paul is the Bill Goldberg of cryptocurrency.
it. Oh, there we go. Well, let's end on a high note, and there you go. Take us home, Dom Mystic. Take us home.
Thank you for watching, guys. We will hopefully see you next week. And if you don't show up, you are the Bill Goldberg of fans.
That's goddamn right.
We will see you next time, guys. Peace out.
Boom.